When it comes to receiving health care, getting the support you need can depend on a lot of things. When our next guest, Bayo Oladele, was diagnosed with cancer, he and his wife Yinka his wife became his caregiver. They couldn't find resources and information specifically for Black patients. So in order to fill that gap, they founded the African Cancer Support Group. Bayo and Yinka are joining us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
I'm glad that you're here with us to share your story. Bayo, I'll start with you. When you were first diagnosed, what kind of gaps did you notice in terms of resources for Black patients?
The first thing that I noticed was the absence of community group or support where I could go to for discussions about what to expect as I move along the journey of the cancer. So we have to, a friend of ours had to bring somebody down from the US to come and give me some insight into what to expect, because that individual had multiple myeloma cancer that I was having that time. In our environment, there was nobody to talk to. Of course, we do have some doctors who are from the community, but they are not oncologists. So they could only tell me very little. But I needed somebody that could actually say, okay, your chemo, this is the type of thing you should expect based on what he or them or they have experienced. I got some things online, and my oncology actually told me a few things, but everything I was getting was just geared towards this environment in here, the Caucasian, the other groups. There was nothing about the Africans. I wanted to see exactly how will it affect me based on where I was coming from, based on my faith, my belief, and everything. But there wasn't anything like that.
So I want to ask Yinka then, tell us about what services the group is now offering based on your experience.
Well, based on my experience, the first thing we did was for those that were going through the journey, we started healing conference where we bring pastors together to pray for people, because we were going to house to pray for people. Now, what we offer meal delivery to all cancer patients and their survivors. We offer Thanksgiving and a Christmas turkey meal. We offer emotional support, and so that they will be able to reduce stress, they'll be able to find joy, they'll be able to find feelings of hopelessness. We also help with light bills. Some of the cancer patients, they are not working, so they don't have financial resources. We also offer complementary therapies that are not being funded by the government. Therapies like acupuncture, like massage. And we also have monthly meetings where we bring professionals to give education, to have awareness. We talk about mental health. We talk about what to expect during their journey, chemotherapy or during radiation. We offer things like that. We also offer a safe place where it's for only members, where we have survivors that can give a word of hope, word of encouragement to our patients that are going through the journey. Right now, we are collaborating with some organizations, even from Ontario, the Walnut Foundation, and we just started with the Olive Hope, a branch of Hope, just to be able to bring more awareness to the community.
Bayo, the African Cancer Support Group is also working to destigmatize cancer so that people will go and get tested more regularly. Can you explain first what kind of stigmas or misconceptions exist?
There is this belief among some African people that cancer is not something to be talked about within the community. They think that if people know that they have cancer, then they will not associate with them again. Then they will, it's like somebody who have a contagious disease, whereas cancer is not a disease of that nature. So some of us do not want other people to know that they have cancer, because like what I've just said, that is actually affecting us a lot, because when somebody has cancer and it's not known, the help that is needed, they won't be able to get it. And so before people know that they actually have cancer, it usually tends to be late. And so you see that more Africans are dying of cancer than most other, tribes and, communities. And that's just because, at least one of it is because that they won't go for tests. And they will, after, even when they are tested, they will not receive the medication that they're supposed to have. And we want to let people know that cancer is not a death sentence if it is tested early. Cancer is not it's not your fault that you actually have cancer, because aside from those people that have hereditary issues, anybody can have cancer. Anybody within a household of 4, one person can have cancer in there, and they are all doing the same thing. So, and because they have cancer does not mean that their way of life essentially is going to be changed. No, and nobody within that household will necessarily become a cancer patient. So we just want people to know that, one, it's not your fault that you have cancer. Secondly, please, when you have cancer, come out. There are other people who have gone through it. When I was going through mine, I didn't know that there are Africans who have survived cancer because I couldn't see them. It's like any African that has cancer will always die.
Bayo and Yinka, I want to thank you both for coming on today, telling us about the group that you formed based on your experience. And as we know in healthcare, correct information is so important. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.